We can speak live now to Ron Zambrano, who's an attorney and partner at West Coast Trial Lawyers. Welcome to you. Thanks very much for being with us. What do you make of these charges being brought separately, but again?
It was inevitable because, as many people remember, back last April, they dropped them. And everybody was wondering why. There was a lot of speculation, including that the prosecution wasn't quite ready. I think everybody here in the legal community think this is going to be a very, very hard job for the New Mexico prosecutor's office.
In what way?
Well, what has to happen here for this negligence standard is that there has to be some type of there's some evidence from Mr. Baldwin that he knew he was acting in some way recklessly. For instance, if you're driving a car and you're, looking down texting and you kill someone, well, everybody looking at you will go, well, you shouldn't have been doing that. You probably knew you were going to do something so hard to someone. Here, he got a gun from someone who was an expert saying that it was cold, which is another way of saying there's no live rounds. And he's maintaining that he didn't point and pull the trigger.
Yeah, so given that, how strong do you think this new evidence against him actually is?
It depends on the experts. If they're able to convince the jury that because of the ballistics investigation and the results that only pulling the trigger can cause the gun to go off, then the jury could make the inference that he pulled the trigger. Now, there's also evidence that he was asked to point the gun at her by Ms. Hutchins herself. So is that enough for him to be acting in a way that was reckless if it was a gun that he was told that was cold? And I think that's the problem, right? No one's disputing that he was told it was a cold gun. I think Mr. Baldwin, at least here in the United States, he's liked. He comes from a lot of films where he comes off as a person who's kind of, he's goofy. He's kind of like, oh shucks, he may stumble into things, but he's always affable, and I think that's going to help him along. People like him. He's not like other celebrities that have, if the jury likes you, they're going to help you. Kind of like Johnny Depp. That was very serious things against Johnny Depp, but they liked him. So I think his celebrity status as kind of this not happy-go-lucky, but someone who's likable, even though he may be clumsy, I think it's going to help him here because it kind of goes to that.
Okay, Ron Zambrano, really interesting to talk to you. Thanks very much for joining us from Los Angeles there.